Hey guys, I've been cooking with the Masterbuilt Electric Smoker every week for about 4 years now, and let me tell you, sometimes it gets pretty ugly in there. Now I don't clean this thing after every single cook. I use it a lot and I've got a busy life, and I'm sure you guys do too. So after cooking a few briskets or pork butts in this thing, I know it's time to clean it. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to clean the Masterbuilt Electric Smoker when cleaning time comes around. So if you've got a dirty electric smoker, then this is the video for you. So stick around guys, let's get to the video. Before you start cleaning, you're going to want to unplug the Masterbuilt Electric Smoker. Very important because it is an electrical appliance and you don't want any risk of electrocution or shock when you start washing it. So make sure it's unplugged. Make sure you just didn't use it and it's super hot inside and you're gonna burn yourself. The second thing is you're gonna need a few pieces of equipment. The first one is these rubber gloves that I'm wearing. It's good to have some protection for your hands. You're going to want to have a non-chemical based solvent for cleaning the inside of the smoker. So in this case, I've done 50-50 apple cider vinegar and water. This is the recommended cleaning solution for the inside of the Masterbuilt Electric Smoker by Masterbuilt, and they've done videos where they've suggested using this because they don't want to use harsh chemicals. So this is what I use. The other thing you can use is actually Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola is safe for you and it actually dissolves a lot of the carbon buildup and the grease. So if you spray some Coca-Cola solution on the inside of this, wait 30 minutes, then it'll dissolve a lot of that grease and you can take it off. But for now, I'm going to use what Masterbuilt recommends and just do some vinegar water solution. I also have a bowl of soapy water for cleaning the outside of the Masterbuilt Electric Smoker, and I have a bunch of paper towels for cleaning everything up. The other thing you're gonna need is a hefty scraper for scraping out all the grease and smoke buildup on the inside. So make sure you have one of these handy. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is just give the outside of the smoker a clean. This thing has been outside for a long time, so it's built up a lot of dirt and dust on the outside. So I'm going to just start giving that a good clean, and then I'll thoroughly dry it after I'm done cleaning the outside. Now that we've cleaned and dried the outside of the smoker, we're going to open it up and start cleaning the inside. Now, I like to start from top to bottom, so first I'll pull out the grates. And the grates are cleaner than the rest of the smoker because I usually clean the grates after each cleaning. I just put them in the dishwasher. You don't need to be as worried using any sort of soap or chemicals to clean the grates and the support brackets, because you're going to be thoroughly washing them with water anyway, just like you would with any other dish or cooking ware. So we'll take the grates out. And now we'll take the support brackets out. So you just push up and pull them out. And these get pretty dirty. As you can see, there's a lot of smoke buildup on them. So we'll clean those along with the grates because they come out easily. Now that those are out, we can take out the drip deflector, but before we do that, we're gonna take out the water bowl. So we'll take the water bowl out, we'll put it in our pile here with our grates, and then we'll take the drip deflector off. There's a lot of buildup on this. I've cooked quite a few briskets and pork butts in between cleans, so it's become caked on, but we'll scrape all of that stuff off. So I'll put that there. And now we've got our chip tray. So we'll take the chip tray out. As you can see, there's a couple chips left in there or some dust from the pellets I was using last. So we'll put that aside. This is the heating element of the deflector. It doesn't come out unless you want to go in there with a screwdriver and take it all out, but I don't recommend that. Just leave that in there for now. And then we have the drip pan at the very bottom. And this is where most of the gunk will be. As you can see, the hole that the grease is supposed to come down is actually blocked by a large chunk of carbonized grease. So you want to make sure that this hole is always clear and unobstructed so that it can drip down into the drip tray, which is down here. So we'll take that out as well. And now we'll take all of this over to the sink. Now that we have everything at the sink, we're going to start with all of the stuff with the biggest amount of buildup. So what I like to do is I just like to empty out all of the old chips into a biodegradable bag because I'm going to recycle this. We all need to do our part to save the environment after all. So I'm gonna put all the extra grease and everything in here instead of the garbage, and I'm gonna use it for compost. And I'm gonna scrape off all of the extra grease on this tray into there. Okay, we'll put that aside for now. We'll take the tray, and if there's anything in there, we can scrape that out as well. This is pretty good though. This drip deflector is pretty bad, but I think I can get an edge in there and just scrape it right off. See how it just comes off in a big sheet? So we'll just scrape that off. And we'll put it into the bag here. There we go. And now the drip pan. We'll scrape this off. Put that in the recycling bag. And there's a bit of grease on the bottom here that we'll scrape off. Now, after most of the buildup is off, we're going to start cleaning everything with some hot soapy water in the sink. And after it's fully submerged in the hot soapy water, we're just gonna leave it for about 10 minutes to dissolve a bunch of the grease, and then we'll come back and we'll start scraping everything off. All right, these have been soaking for about 10 minutes, so the first thing we're going to start out with is the water pan. And I like to use some steel wool to clean this. Sometimes steel wool is the only way to clean this because, as you can see, there's a huge buildup of carbon and smoke on the outside. So we'll take some steel wool to it, and we'll just give it a scrape. And you can see how the black smoke is all being taken away now, and you can actually see the metal underneath. So that's what we want. And there we go, the water pan is nice and clean now, so we're going to rinse that off and we're going to set it aside to dry. Now let's take a look at our grill racks. They look pretty clean, but we've got a little bit of carbon buildup on the bottoms. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take our steel wool, if I can find it in the sink here. The water's so black, I can't really find it anymore. There we go. And we'll just start cleaning the rack off. And there we go. So we'll give this a nice thorough rinsing now. And now we're just going to repeat that process with the remaining 3 racks. All right, so next up, we're going to clean the drip tray here. This drip deflector, the chip tray, and then there's the support racks and the main drip tray at the very bottom. So again, we're just gonna use the steel wool to clean everything up. Then we're going to thoroughly rinse it and dry it, and then we'll put it back in the smoker after we've cleaned the smoker interior. Now, for cleaning the interior of the smoker, we're going to use a non-chemical cleaner. We're just going to use, as I said earlier, the half and half apple cider vinegar and water solution. We're gonna spray down the interior, and I'm just gonna wipe out the interior with disposable paper towels as I go. And then I'm gonna chuck these in the organic recycling just so I'm not wasting a whole bunch of paper towels. You can also use a rag, but I just find it a lot easier to use paper towels because you can actually see all the grease and the smoke residue that you're taking off as you go. So we'll just spritz this down with the apple cider solution. All right, now we're gonna start wiping it down. And as I'm going, I'm just sort of shoving all the dirt and grease onto this plastic sheet that I have out front just to clean it out. And it's important to note that there's a drain hole right in the center of the smoker, and you want to make sure that that's free of any sort of buildup or grease. Now, this smoker is particularly dirty, so I'm also using the barbecue scraper just to scrape off all of the hardened fat and carbon buildup on the bottom and also on the sides. You can just scrape along the sides and pretty easily sort of scrape off all of that blackness. Then I usually go in with the steel wool, give it a few squirts of the apple cider vinegar, finish it with the steel wool. And it doesn't have to be perfectly clean. I mean, this is good seasoning in here. We'll re-season this afterwards, but a little bit of buildup isn't gonna hurt, so don't feel like you need to make it spick and span and completely clean. So the last step is to put your accessories back inside the Masterbuilt Electric Smoker, such as the racks and the trays. And then you're gonna wanna roll some smoke through it. So set it to 270, as high as the smoker can go, and put some wood chips into the tray, and you're gonna wanna smoke it for 1 or 2 hours, just to burn off any extra moisture, because you don't wanna create any rust on the inside. And this is also gonna help add a thin layer of seasoning to the pieces of the metal that you just scrubbed clean. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope you learned something about cleaning your Masterbuilt electric smoker. This is a really important part of the process to me because I don't have a lot of money to spend on smoking equipment, and this is one of my only smokers in addition to my Oklahoma Joe's offset smoker. So I need to take care of the equipment that I do have. So it's important for me to clean this periodically and make sure that it's in good working order. This thing has served me well for about 4 years now. So I think with regular care and cleaning and maintenance, it'll serve me a lot longer and it'll produce a lot of great food. So thanks a lot, guys, and happy smoking.